Scorpio, hey, we are here to drop in and see what's feeling you, what's coming in for you in love and romance. And we're going to just dive right into it head first. Although you may be a little reticent about that, I have to say. I did get a channeled message that came in for you in the form of a song. What's Love Got to Do with It by Tina Turner, but it's a specific line in the song. And the line is, I've been taking on a new direction, but I have to say, I've been thinking about my own protection. It scares me to feel this way. And it was 111 on the clock. So I do feel like you're getting a chance to press restart on a connection. You're getting an opportunity to come into alignment with somebody that at one point you were really trying to manifest an opportunity to heal this relationship, heal this connection. I think this connection offers a lot of opportunity for you to discover something new about yourself. Also, I think there's a lot that you have yet to discover about the others. There's a lot to learn here, 144 on the clock, but I feel like you're afraid. And now that your wish is going to be coming in, I almost have this sense like you're scared. You don't know if you want the wish anymore. You know, this is what I got. Okay, so we're going to dive right into it. This is for any significant Scorpio placement, or if you happen to have a prominent placement in the 8th house. Also, if you're a Taurus rising, that makes you a Scorpio descendant. And so you'll likely find a lot of resonance with this read. Do pay attention to your descendant sign when it comes to love reads. We are looking at the mirror, okay? And so your descendant sign has a lot to say about that. All right, let's see what we got here, Scorpio. What is coming in for Scorpio in love and romance? Woo! Okay, yeah. See? Look, we got the 9 of Wands right here. It's like there's this opportunity to have that victory, to overcome the challenges, but you're very guarded. I feel that. There's a little medicine needed in this situation, okay? There's definitely been some hurt here. I also feel like there's hidden things in this connection, and that's what has you so scared. There's things that you feel like were kept from you, and you're not going to feel good about moving forward and healing this connection until you get down to the root of that. All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness, I can't make it up. Look what's on the other side though, okay? 6 of Wands, all right? That's that success. You can move this thing forward, okay? You really can. There's a way to turn this around, but I do feel like you're very apprehensive about it. Apprehensive. There might be a lot of secrets in this situation, a lot that you need to discover. I do feel like if you ask the right questions, you know, and I say right questions because I feel like you can't talk around things. You're going to need to be really direct in this situation. You're going to need to speak with a clear and open heart, and you can't be afraid of looking like a fool. You need to let yourself be vulnerable in the questions you ask here. I feel like if you approach it in this way, you'll get the answers in the affirmative that you need, okay? It's just coming in. But I feel like the process is daunting to you. Now, for those of you who are like, hell no, I'm not interested in reconnecting, healing with anybody. I don't care if they want to heal with me. I'm not into it. I'm not open to it. That's fine. I do feel like you have somebody that you fell out with romantically that wants to come back around. It's going around with Pluto retrograde. Okay, we have a lot of this action happening with what's going on with Venus and the nodes of destiny and all that action. Like, there's a lot of people who are getting an opportunity to heal old connections. I still feel like this is going to come your way, and you have an opportunity to maybe get those answers that you needed, maybe something that's prevented closure so you can move forward. All right. Some of you are trying to keep your options open because you're scared to be all in on a healing process. Oh, yes. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. And I do feel like somebody is kind of crawling back to you. And there might be a part of you that's like, finish him. I have to say, you really feel like this person did you dirty. You may have even felt like it took you a lot to sort of like rise up out of this connection after the way they left you back there. Okay, there may have been a time when you would have been willing, to do just about anything for this person, but I see you kind of like, I'm not so sure, all right? I do think that it's best to start on a more friendly level in this connection, all right? Because there is something to sort through here, I think, before you're going to feel confident moving forward. I think it took a lot for you to get back up after this connection knocked you down. So I know something went down here that wasn't quite right. All right, pulling out the Angel Tarot for you. Let's see what is coming in love and romance for Scorpio. Who's feeling Scorpio? What's coming in love and romance for Scorpio? Who's feeling Scorpio? Yeah, like I said, yeah, there's definitely betrayal in this situation. And I think that you really felt burdened in this connection. There might have been something where there was some kind of cheating involved in this situation. And maybe even somebody stepped out with someone you're familiar with. This could have been two people you were close to, not just your lover, but maybe they stepped out with like a friend or somebody in your family. You may suspect this, but you don't have any proof. I say call it out, call it out. Ask the difficult questions. I think that you're not going to feel like you want to even look at moving forward unless you get an answer to this question. I think you really felt something in your gut. Like you might already suspect who they stepped away with, and I don't see you investing in this until you have those answers, because there's something about this situation that makes you put your hackles up with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You might even feel like there's some real, like, I have to say it, like almost evil energy or like real cruel intentions around this connection. You might suspect it's a setup when this person comes back around. I think because of who they were connected to or how dirty they did you. Ted says yes. Like there's something here about really wanting to protect your energetic boundaries, right? I don't see you ready to invest in this connection right off the bat here. But, it's interesting. It says here, 6 of Wands, once again, it comes out. There is a way to move this forward. There is a way to heal it. And there is something here that can have a successful conclusion. Now, it's kind of coming in for me. For some of you, the success may be finally overcoming this. Like, there might have been somebody that in the past, if they called, oh, you came running, you would have bent over backwards for this person. You had a weakness for this person. But there might be something for you that's more like redemptive about just saying, you know what? No, I'm worth more than that. I deserve more than that. Interesting. And it may even be a case of letting something pass you by that you would have been so quick to grab onto in the past that actually brings you into alignment with the true celebration. You know what I'm saying? I think it could be coming that way through for some of you. I feel like either way, this is going to be a real, like, kind of a reclaiming moment. It's got those vibes to me. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, yeah, that 5 of Swords. Oh, yeah, that 5 of Swords. Yeah, let's just bury that. That didn't happen back there. This person might try to avoid accountability. Oh, yes. Just as I said that, Ace of Swords in reverse. Oh, yeah, they're not going to want to talk about that. This person may even get kind of like aggressive when you try to ask certain questions. They may tell you, why do we even have to go over that? Like, let's just move forward from here. No. Accountability is a big part of this. If this person's not willing to do this, I just think that, you are better off just letting it pass you by, chalk it up to the game, man. A little something for the homies. I do feel like a friendship was lost in this situation. Somebody you were close to. And if it wasn't a friend, it could have been a family member, all right? Somebody really interfered in this process, like something not right happened back there. It could have even been they hooked up with somebody you were close to. And it's just like, it's just a little too sus, right? It's just a little too foul, man. And if there's not honesty about that, it's like, how can you get beyond that? For sure. I see that being a big issue. I also feel like they might have some kind of like agreement or continue to have some sense of loyalty to this friend or this family member where they're promising to not reveal their hand that they played back there. It could even be that this friend comes in tow. I feel like it's more a friend than a family member. Maybe for a very, very rare few of you, it's a family member, but for most of you, it's a friend. 11:11, okay? 11:11 on the clock. For most of you, it's a friend. And this is sort of like a dual deal, you know? It's like you have to take both of them back in. It's weird. It's like the friend and the old lover both want to make peace. I don't know about that, Scorpio. Page of Cups, okay? Could be a water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I think, you know, you might view this person as your enemy, you know? You don't have friendly feelings for a particular someone at this point. Give me some more details about this. I do feel like there's a certain truth that is being evaded here. Somebody just wants to sweep it under the rug. Okay? Woo! Yeah, but you need the truth here, Empress. Okay? Because future growth depends on it. And if there's going to be any healing in this situation, and if there is going to be a renewal of a connection, this love to be obtained, then it's going to be extremely necessary to have knowledge about what you already know. Okay, again, I feel like you don't have proof. It's something you know it. You know it in your bones. You know it in your bones, and you may be dealing with somebody who's really silver-tongued in this situation. This could be speaking to you very strongly if you are a Taurus rising. There could also be a Libra in this situation. I think this is also a case where you really had to go through a lot to sort of like straighten your crown, get back to a place where you really could respect yourself. And things are just really starting to grow for you. You would like there to be peace in this connection, I think, but you definitely need these answers. And I don't think that you should accept anything less than the truth in this situation. And somebody has to be brave enough to do that kind of work. And if they're not, then the connection's not going to be able to stand up to this. I mean, Empress energy, that's a very empowered energy. You've already healed on so many levels, you know, and things are just starting to grow for you. Maybe you really went through a difficult time and you finally to the other side. Now, this fell in a crossing position down on the floor, face down. Look at this. The Lovers. Yeah, they don't want to talk about this, okay? The Lovers always involves a choice. There could be a Gemini involved in this situation. The Lovers always involves a choice. And there's something here they're not wanting to talk about that choice they made back there. They know it wasn't the right choice. They blew it. It seemed like it would be fun. It looked like a good time, okay? They thought it was going to be their happiness, but it brought them nothing but negativity and drama, you know? And now they just want to come back to you, you know, now that you look like you got your stuff together, you're looking good, you're feeling good, things are growing for you, and now they want to hitch a ride on, you know, all the momentum you built for yourself. I don't know about this. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling where you're at. I feel where you're at, Scorpio. Yeah, look at this, Two of Wands. This is why you're not so sure if you should be open to a new way forward here. You are self-protected. Look at that. I also feel like you're like, no nookie. I don't want to give up the cookie because I don't know about this. I do see you in this place, just protective, okay? And maybe you're also refraining from, you know, having that moment of, you know, sexual healing with this person. I do feel like they're tempting for you. But I also feel like you know that if you go there with this person, you're just going to really get entangled again. And I also feel like with this person, you can't just keep it on that level of just like, you know, fun and games. Like for you, this is deep. This is a deep connection. And I think you are like trying to protect yourself from those you feel that might just, you know, be on the attack, that might want to just hurt you again. I have to say, you don't trust this. It's pretty hard to open up to a connection that you don't trust. And for those of you, you know, that have already moved through this challenge and you're in a place now where you're just sort of like trying to open up to the idea of loving again, I think it's very challenging for you. I do think you may not realize ways that you're sort of like sending off the signal that you're not open to new possibilities, okay? And I do think there's people around you that they're interested, you know, they want to shoot their shot. They think you look good. They like what you, they like what you're stepping with, man. They want to take a step towards you, but they sort of feel like it might be off with their head just because of the energy you're emitting. You may not realize it, okay? Let me get some more details here for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Ooh. 3 of Cups. Oh, yeah. I mean, people are talking about you, you know. I do think there's people who are interested in you. Yeah, there's somebody who definitely wants to advance towards you. Okay. And this person will spoil you, I have to say. This person really wants to spoil you. It's your energy, okay? It's also Piscean energy, Cancerian energy there. You just don't want to be burdened again. I see that, you know, you're afraid about opening up a new cycle and being led down a garden path and ending up being in this place where you feel really burdened again. Oh my gosh, got a lot of sentience here. And you also feel like you're the one who had to, maybe you felt like you were the one who had to like totally like manage the relationship here. You definitely could be dealing with a Cancer. We got the Chariot here. It does show that you can overcome the challenges you were facing back there. There is a way to overcome these challenges. There is a way to heal what disappointed you in the past. There is, okay? Or to have a new kind of love that won't let you down, you know? There really is. A love that won't like leave you in the dark, will give you the answers that you need, will let you feel, you know, safe. And also asking the questions, like, maybe you dealt with somebody who was super defensive, and whenever you had questions, it was always like you were afraid to even open up about your concerns because you thought this person's just going to go on the war path with me. That might be why you just maybe prefer to be alone. You're tired of dealing with connections where it's not even safe for you, like let down your guard and really communicate what you're feeling, and for it to be okay if you have questions or concerns, all right? I do feel like, you know, people know what you went through. They've seen the healing process you've been through. You know, I think congratulations are in order, you know, and you look good. There's people who want to approach you. I think you got people checking you out right now, I have to say. You may not realize it. Oh, yeah. There's actually people willing to sort of like, you know, shoot their shot, and they're willing to edge out the competition too with the 5 of Wands. I feel like, you know, maybe you do want to keep your options open a little bit. I see you entertaining, like at least having some healing communication with this individual, but you may decide that there's just too much water under the bridge in that particular connection, and you got to just kind of like, I don't know if I can go there. I just don't know, especially if you suspect that they're withholding things from you that you really need clarity on. I do feel like this person has a tendency to sweep things under the rug, I have to tell you. But I think it's okay because I think there's actually a lot of other options out there. And I feel like one of these options in particular might really like pique your interest. This person is like very lively, you know. You'll enjoy the conversation with one of these options. And I think they may give this old love that used to be your idea of wish fulfillment a run for their money, man. There might be some real like playful, fun banter with this person. It might get people talking. I have to say, it could get people talking. You know, your ex may hear about this. They may get a little jealous. Maybe that's why they're coming around. Okay. I think where you feel like you should hold up, I think that's exercising sound judgment in this situation, and it'll protect you. You know, it will protect you. Sometimes, you know, it's like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know, you do have to remember what you've been through. And it's important that anybody that you're entering into romantic involvement with has the ability to, you know, meet you in that space. I do feel like you are manifesting new love here. And I feel like it's a little bit of both. And it's got these vibes of you get to choose. Okay. So I do feel like where in the past choices were made for you, you know, people just left you hanging, you know, and you had to sort of like roll with the punches. Those tables are turning. And now I feel almost like you're going to be spoiled for choice. That's what I got. And it's up to you. What do you want to do? I do feel like if you want to renew a connection, you have the opportunity to do that. I also feel that you may want to hold off a little bit because it looks like there's going to be quite a few options coming your way that you might find more appealing. You could be dealing with an Aries. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay. These could be two contenders coming in Scorpio. All right. I do feel like there's one of these characters though, and I do feel like it's somebody that you dealt with before. Oh, for some of you, there are two people you dealt with before. Isn't that interesting? There's one of these people that you share a really like deep spiritual connection with, I have to say. You're really going to have to tap into your wisdom, you know, in making this choice. And you do need to discover some secrets. So if this person tells you, yeah, 22:33 on the clock. If this person tells you they're telling you everything there is to know and your intuition is still like nagging at you, trust your intuition. Default to your intuition here because there is stuff that's been hidden from you in this situation. And I think it's something around somebody you were close to, a friend or a family member that this person like hooked up with, was, you know, flirting with, had something going on that, you know, if you knew all the details of that, you definitely would feel it's a betrayal. And you might feel like there's no way to come back from that. I have to be honest with you, okay? Cut of the deck energy. Let's see what we got. Yep, the moon, okay, very strong Pisces indications, okay? Also indications of Cancer as well. For me, you know, Scorpio comes in strongly with the moon as well, more in the sense of the subconscious. And I think that's what we're really looking at here. There's something submerged in this situation. It's sort of like what you get is the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more going on beneath the surface, and you know it. And you have to trust that, okay? And there's some messages here, okay? It says reveals messages, has the power to destroy. So I do feel like there was communication going on between this lover and somebody that you're really close to. It seems like a friend or maybe even somebody that you consider like family, okay? Somebody really close. And this person's going to try to cover it up. They're going to try to cover it up. They're going to try to hide it. And that's because they know that if you know about this, it destroys their chances. I feel like it's a no-go. It's no dice. 24:33 on the clock, okay? 6:33, double sixes here, okay? There's something you really need to understand. If you want to heal this connection, you have to look at the full picture because this is something that you deserve to know before making an investment. I really do feel that, okay? Because for a lot of you, it could be a deal breaker. For a lot of you, it could be a case of, hold up, wait a minute, I got to put on the brakes with the Knight of Pentacles energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in this situation. Again, you could be a Taurus rising. This could be speaking very strongly to you. You need this to be illuminated for you. You need this knowledge. before you can decide if you can really invest in healing this connection. I feel like if this person's not going to be forthcoming, if they want to sweep things under the rug, there's no way. And in the meantime, I have to tell you, there's some other options coming your way. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's time for you to explore some of your options, right? Consider, what do you really want to open up to? Let's get some more details, okay? I'm going to pull out the Shadow Light playing cards and see about this offer, and just see if we can find out about some of the characters involved in this situation. Yeah, there's something here about you're not going to get caught in the same position again. There's no way. You know that what happened back there was really dirty, and you're not going to be like left out of the loop of your own relationship. All right, I really feel that you're not taking any chances, and I do feel like your confidence maybe really took a blow. It was uncomfortable for some of you. It was embarrassing. You feel almost like this person made an example out of you, or like used you to sort of like boost their ego. I don't know. Like maybe you wanted to really come off as like some Mac Daddy player or something like that, you know? I just think that there's something here. You need all the details. You can't just sign on the dotted line just because this person finally decides to show up and say that, you know, they're ready to invest. You know, it's your choice, okay? I feel like the power is in your hand to choose wisely, all right? Because that's coming through very strongly in this situation. Choose wisely. Don't let it become about a thing of pride or ego for you either, okay? Because I could see it could become that as well, you know? Just wanting to win, wanting to prove a point, okay? Because perhaps you were really, you know, wounded in this situation. Your ego took a bruise, you know, and if you know that this friend is still lingering around or whatever, there might be a little desire to just invest in this and restart it, just to kind of like show that friend what's what, that frenemy, rather, I should say. Don't let that be what motivates you to give this connection another chance with the 9 of Hearts in the shadow. It'll totally backfire on you. You'll lose more than you gain from that, okay? You definitely could be dealing with a water sign energy in this regard, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, all right? I do feel also, you know, you're in a place where maybe you're starting to get more stabilized. You've been advancing in your life. Maybe your money's on the increase. Maybe you suspect that's the only reason why this person's coming around now, you know? Maybe this person went in a different direction. The person they went toward is just somebody who just used them, you know? Used them for their money. Now they're really wanting to escape that connection. They think, oh, well, I can, you know, go back where I was, you know? I just have to get through their defenses first. But if I can do that, if I can revive things, maybe I can turn things around, all right? Be aware of motivations. Tell me about, you know, this person coming towards Scorpio. What's really who's feeling Scorpio? What the heck do they want, man? Because I don't know about this character. Seems a little sus. I don't know. I think you got some fun options coming forward for you. And so it might be in your best interest to just sort of keep things open right now. Okay, that's interesting. We just had the 9 of Spades show up with another shadow card. Okay, you could be dealing with fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this person may really try to push you to like move things forward quickly with the Jack of Spades in the shadow there. They might really put the pressure on you. You know, they want out of the cold real bad with you, I have to say, with the 5 of Diamonds here. I also feel like, again, this person, you know, sort of signed on for something that maybe you thought it was a come up. It ended up being the source of a downfall. Yeah, he kind of screwed himself in this situation, I have to say. That's why this offer is being made to you. You need to be aware of this. You need to really question, why is this person wanting to work with you? This person may have even like lost out on something. They could have like lost a job, or maybe they suffered some big financial setback. Now they're fending off, you know, the bill collectors, you know, they're really in a bind. And so now they're coming toward you because they see that, you know, you've been moving forward, you know, just laying down a real strong foundation for yourself. Okay. Some of you, this person's got themselves in some kind of legal trouble and they want you to bail them out. All right. Be aware of what you give to, because it's not really a fair exchange in this situation. And again, you could be dealing with a fire sign energy, very strong here, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, coming forward with a lot of passion, wanting to get through the blocks that have been put in place, thaw this out, you know, reverse their disappointment and their bad decisions is what it looks like, I have to say. Okay, 9 of Spades came in here. So you already know, I think you're going to feel this. This is why your hackles are going to be up. You know what you went through. You dealt with the anxiety, you dealt with the stress, you dealt with the sleepless nights, you dealt with the bad dreams, you dealt with all of it, not knowing what was going on. I'm telling you, there is stuff hidden here. Beware of soul contracts you get into. There is a lot hidden here. A lot. Ooh, okay, this isn't for everybody, but in some cases, what's hidden is that this person did some workings in your situation and maybe even teamed up with your friend. I got like oath work. I got blood oaths. That's not for everybody, all right? It's not. But I bring it in when it comes in. And people who say, oh, you know, people don't do that. People don't go around. People don't work magic. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. I can't tell you how many people I've come across that do crap like this. It's unbelievable how many people are out there doing stuff like this. You know why? Because it became popularized in like pop culture with movies like The Craft. And so people don't take it seriously. They're just like, oh, I can play around with this. Oh, this is fun. No, it's not. This like screws people up. It screws up people's lives. This stuff does have power. If you misuse power, it has disastrous results. And that fell on top of this card here. And there is your Ace of Pentacles. Your new beginning that you really should protect. I'm not so sure if this frenemy is out of the picture either. I have to be honest with you. I'm not so sure. I think there's a lot hidden there in that particular soul contract. And you have some blessings coming in here for you. And I do feel like there's an alignment coming in for you with a real like, you know, a real solid new beginning in the love department. And there's a lot of growth for you, a lot of growth, that Empress energy and everything that comes from it, right? But there's something here about, you know, driving away the evil spirit. This person comes with baggage in tow, and it's everything to do with who they're connected to. And they're coming your way because they're hoping you can save them from that toll they need to pay. Up there at the crossroads, you know, the piper always demands to be paid in this situation. 3355. You might be best to just like let this one pass you by, Scorpio, and explore some of these fun options coming your way, because it does look like you got some characters about to step to you that bring a little bit more lightness and levity and witty banter and just, you know, more fun than this heavy-ish.